So I was started how to handle frame, right? So I have given the one assignment. Go to Paytm. Inside this Paytm, what you have to do, you have to click here, and after clicking on this, yes, you guys are not okay, sorry. Are you able to hear everyone? Okay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so I have started I know how to handle the frames, right? So I have given the one assignment to handle this scenario. So what is the steps you have to do? Click on here, then you have to switch over here, and after that you have to verify this text. Okay, benefits of the Paytm. So this is your scenario. Okay, so how to do that? So this thing I'm going to cover today, and we will create one class. So continuously we are using one class, right? We have already created one class, base class. So Paytm test. Okay, so I've created one class. So in this class what I'm going to do, I will extend base class, right? Extends base class, right? Base class already there, right? This is your how to go here, this base class. Press control. If you will press control and mouse over here, so you will get it here. Click on that, we will reach on the base class. Okay, like that. So here what I'm going to do, here we have already created the reusable method. You should not again write the repeated steps, right? In the real time we need to, that is your framework. Okay, this is the one part of the framework we are going to do here, right? Always use this. So Paytm, I'm using this here. So here this method, config method, what it will do, it will launch the browser, maximize. I'm given the 10 second also. Okay, some requirement is there, don't want to maximize, don't want to give this, then you can create another two methods and you can write inside this. Okay, so it depend upon. Okay, so now I'm going to call here base. So you can write the ba or some shortcut, and you can press control space. Automatically all the suggestion will come, what method and uh, want to use. You can see all this method is coming. So which method you want to use here? Config method. Just I'm going to check it is working fine or not. So just will execute this. So what will happen here? I think, let's see, because I changed my system. I purchased external Wi-Fi, so I think it is working fine. Struggling to finding this. Okay, so in Ameerpet here it is there, right? A laptop servicing center. Okay, so people are standing over there. So I took some numbers from some mobile laptop repairing center. I called him, so he called me, home, and I went their home and I brought that. Yeah, it is working, right? So it is launching this. What is your next steps you have to do? You have to click on there, right? So what you have to do, you have to find the elements. So whatever the steps we are going to execute, right? We will minimize this day by day. You are finding the element, right? So what I can do, I will create page object model concept coming session. You should not write again, you know, this element, finding the element over there. We will use simply page object model and we can use this. So div of that, and you can use contains function text. All are doing practice. Who is not doing the practice? If you will tell yes, no, anything, then I will suggest you what you have to do. I have every solution. Okay, so here what we can do? Click. So this is the one steps, right? This is the one steps. We need to click on this. After clicking on that, okay, I'm going to find number of frames. How to find number of frames? Just I'm going to maximize this. Okay, so how to find number of frames? I'm using here find elements, right? Find elements by dot tag name. So what is the tag name of this frame? Iframe, right? Iframe. And we have a method called size method. Size method. You can see here size having the int and list. Got it right? So this is the coming from list, and return type is your integer type. So now int size. Can you mute in your side? Someone is please mute in your side. Okay, so now I'm going to print the how many frames are available on this page, right? So number of frame on web page. Okay, so this is your number of frame I'm going to print here. Okay, so let's see. I will print number of frames. Here we already discussed, right, in the last session, right, how to switch on the frame, right? So just I will go back little bit back, so for I will remind you. So this is how to handle this frame. Sorry, switch on the frame: index, name, id, and web element, right? So this is the way to switch on the frame, right? So these are the driver dot switch to dot frame, right? Like that we can switch. If it is a id, it will we will pass as a string type. If it is a bev element, we will find the element and we will pass this bev element type, right? Okay, so here how to back the frame? So we have a driver dot switch to dot parent frame and driver dot switch to dot default content, right? So these are the things we will move on your parent frame. But here one example I have given to you simply by using the id, or you can use the name, whatever the available on the web page. But here we will I want to explain this how to handle dynamic frame. Okay, so here what I can do, the way of switching the frame is different here because this is your dynamic frame. Okay, so now what I can do here, I will use here for loop. Okay, I'm going to iterate all the frame which is available on this. Okay, so I will use for loop here. This is size of this. Okay, I plus plus. I think Kumar already pinged me, right? You are trying to switch on the frame, but you are not able to switch, right? Okay, so this is the different scenario. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what happened here? Sometime you are not able to find the you know exact frame element. I told you ID is there, or your ID name or bev element, but here we are not able to recognize and how to switch on this frame. Many frames are there, then how to switch on that? So we have a logic. One logic is that we will iterate all the frame which is available on this page. Okay, we will iterate all the frame which is available on this frame, this page. Okay, so first what I did here, I find this element. So sorry, number of frames. Now going to iterate this. Okay, so driver dot switch to dot frame. Here what the value will pass? I value. Sorry, I value. Here what the logic it is, I will write one condition. Okay, what is the condition is driver dot find elements. I will use find element because I will write the one condition y dot xpath. Okay, so what is the condition I'm going to write? You can find any element which is available on this page. Okay, I'm going to find this. You can find any element which is available on this page. Okay, so I'm going to find this element. You can find any other element also, no problem. Okay, so now this is also your, sorry, not go. So span, we will use contains function. I will use here part of the string. it is very lengthy a string, right? Text. Okay, so it is very lengthy. So I will use here part of the string, no problem, it will work. So this is your contains function, right? It is working, right? So our XPath is very, we having the less length of this. Here, what I can do here, I will use dot size method, not equal to 0. So this is the condition I will put here. Okay, so I will explain you this. Okay, it looks like little bit complicated, but it is not a complicated. Okay, don't make anything. So what I have mentioned here I have used, first you can see, find elements. So here that's why we are able to call this size method. Find elements is return type what? List. Inside this list we have a size method. Size method return integer type. So here I have put it down one condition. This size is not equal to 0. If size is not equal to 0, then it will switch on the frame. Okay. If size is not equal to 0, it will switch on the frame. Yes, I didn't get you. Sorry. Why I am writing no? Because I need to find the size, right? So, see, if you are writing, see, what is the return type of find elements? Return type is bev element here, right? Here the return type is lists, lists, right? Inside this we have a size method, right? In bev element no size method is there, right? I need to find the size. Got it, right? That's why I have used here. This is the internally. Then you will think someone is having the more question regarding this. Oh, find elements, how you are storing in the integer type, because I am calling the method size. If you remember, we have discussed in Java a static. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I think you try like same way, right? But you are not able to switch. That is the different way. We will find by using this size method. If element it is not equal to 0, means value is one element, one frame is already there. Then we will switch on that. Got it, right? This is how to handle dynamic frame. So now after switching this, I want to do some validation. You know I want to also we can check we are able to switch or not because of this validation, right? So I want to just verify this text. Okay, so this is also same p. Okay, so now contains function. So this is your simple validation we are going to do. Every time we are only verifying, I told you, right? In automation code you have to do verification. Okay, you have to verify. Might be your data is coming from XML file, your data is coming from database, anywhere you have to verify the web page element, or might be data is coming from anywhere. Okay, so mostly validation is happen from the database. We can read the data from the database and we can validate. When the users will enter the any value, then it will on your web page it is validating properly or not, right? अरे यार, sorry. Find element by dot xpath. Okay, so here we have a get text. So this is very, favorite interview question, how to handle the frames, how to handle the dynamic frame. Okay, so do the practice. Okay, so this is your actual text, and I will also display this value for your, we can see on the console also. Okay, so will actual text and expected. So I already know that accept expected value. Okay, so one second, expected value, right? So now we will do, and we will compare. So this value, in the real time, this value will come from, might be database or might be XML file or some other where they can store this value, right? So that's why I'm telling you, but here the concept are same. You need to validate this value, actual and expected, right? So now we have a one method call, right? We have created one method. I don't know in the system it is there or not. Compare, yes, it is there. Okay, so compare text. If you are not doing practice, you having the many doubts how it is coming compare text. So here we have written the logic for comparing both a string. Okay, comparing both a string here, right? So just go here and check it, what is this compare text. So this is the logic we have written, right? In the last session, this logic we have sorry, written. So this is, just comparing this, and what I'm going to do here, base. Okay, I cannot write here. So now what I can do, I will switch on the parent frame. Okay, I will switch on this parent frame. So after that, I think I have created a method, but I'm writing again. So method will create, I will call you the inbuilt method later. So driver dot switch to dot default content. So we will switch on your parent frame here. Okay, so now I'm going to display some value like execute successfully. I think here this method is, yeah, script executed successfully. So it will display on the console it is working fine or not. Do one more thing before switching on the frame. You can validate your, title also. Then you can understand what is the your current page, what it is, and after switching that what it is. So it will be a good. Okay, so if you want you can add here, before okay, after clicking on that we can add this. Okay, TI. Okay, so driver dot get title. Okay, so get title value we will get here. So same thing, you can add the validation, how much validation you can add for your practice purpose. Okay. Oof, what happened here? Okay, so I'm adding here one title of the page, and just I am writing something like ABC. So here our test case will fail, right? Because I will call this base dot compare method, compare text. So this is actual, and this is expected title. Okay, so this is validation I'm going to do before switching the frame. This is the one thing, right? So now I will execute this code. Let's see it is working or fine or not. Once again, I did not display this will value I will display. Okay, see, I'm displaying this value. You can also create one method. Okay, and you can simply call this method, will pass the string type, because always we are writing, right, we are writing always system.out.println. We can also create one method, and simply we will call that method, and this value will print directly. You should not write again and again. So you have to think how we can make this code is reusable. Reusable means less work and more productivity. So this IT is looking for right now. Automation is different thing, but how you are making the code is reusable, right? So you have to think how can make it the in less time more productive, right? So this is the now IT sector is looking for less time, more productivity, less resources, more productivity, right? So this is also displaying, and here I want to also display. So this one also I want to display, so I can see on the console if something went wrong, right? How to see this, where the value is coming correct or not. So that is the one way, but I will create one more method, or you can create one more method. You should not again type system dot simply we can call the method display message. Method name is display message. Okay, so I'm going to execute this code now. Hmm. Okay, where? Okay, let's see. Okay, okay. Clicked, and it will switch on that frame, and it will verify. Okay, it will verify benefits of the Paytm account. This is the our test cases. I did not close this. Okay, so let it be something went wrong. What is the error is coming? No such frame. uh, I executed successfully, but okay, why this is coming, right? Because this is I need to write here. Got it, right? In frame you are again switching inside your this. After completing your frame page, then we will switch outside, right? So my output is same, right? कहाँ गया? My output is correct, but here this exception is coming. So no such frame exception, no such frame is available. Means that page, that frame, another frame is not there. That's the another topic I am going to tell you. Inside this frame we have a multiple frame. Inside this frame you have a multiple frame. How to switch this? So I have given some documentation. So this type of the question they will ask in the interview. Okay. So here you can see here. So just I'm going to copy here this title. So this is our title, correct title. I'll copy here. So this will also pass. Okay. So this is the two validation we have done here. So one validation. So here second validation is correct. You can see this is our test case is passed. Okay, so number of frames, how many frames are there? Two frames are there. Okay, two frames are there, but in the last this is also executed, but this exception is coming from runtime. Okay, so that's why this error is coming. Okay, because I switched, I because we need to uh, this this you have to driver dot default content after completing on the validation of the one frame, then we need to switch on that another parent, but we have done inside this page only. Okay, let's see, we'll execute. you know in the real time we use try catch. Might be this exception will come, but our code will execute successfully, right? So better to make the try catch also. Okay, try and catch block. So what happen if any unwanted exception will come? What happen? Any unwanted exception will come. This site is not rich unexpected. Oh my god. Some security issue is there for this Paytm, right? Because this is your no such element exception. Actually, this is not launching this browser. Let's see. Might be something went wrong. This You can apply with this concept with another web page also. Might be this Paytm. Yeah, it is now opening. Sometime some issue with there while executing. So our validation will pass. So let check this. Now I'm not getting any exception. So how if you will use this display, then you will get on the console also. Everything is actual expected is correct. This test case pass. This is the one validation. This is the another validation. Okay, so this is the one way. But here you can also, we cannot write this directly, right? So we have already created one method. So this method already I have written here. So we cannot write again and again. Switch to parent frame. Some method name is there, right? So this one. How we can create this method like that, right? So we already know that, right? We already know that. I want to show you one more thing. Okay, so I will not write this also. I will not write this also. Okay, simply just I'll copy this same variable name. I'm not changing the variable name. Again, I need to change this. Equal to base dot find number of frame. Okay, so simply I will call this method. So you have to think how to create this, right? So I'll show you how I have created. Go here. Okay, so you can see here, this is your number of frame. This is the common steps, right? If you will, we are not going to change this line of the code in your any steps, any test cases. So this common step we will write in the your inside your method. So this will help you. You should not write again and again. Got it, right? So you can see find elements, return type is integer. Kumar, you were asking, right, why we are not using this element, find element, right? So this is the reason. How to find integer type? I need to get here size, and here return type I need to give what? Integer type. So many people ask in your Java session where we can use this return type in the real time, right? So here if you will use your void type, then it won't be work. Why? Because the return type you are storing here, right? We need to iterate this integer type. You have to store on some variable. If you remember, we have seen this, you know uh, if you are remember the things in the Java. So we have learned execution flow. One concept is there, a static variable and non-static variable. So a static variable will execute first. How the method we are going to store? So same concept I have used here, right? You should not again, you know r- write again and again. Today this code I will send you whatever the new method I have added. All the code I will send you, but you have to understand this. Okay, so you can see if you will execute, this will work. Okay, how much this again you should not write again. Okay, this you should not write again this code, right? This is the repeated I want to avoid the repeated task. So now you can say this find element. Coming session I will teach you uh, page object model. You should not write again this. We will write on your separate classes. Okay, so slowly we will understand the concept with real time, how the people are working in your real time. So how you can good in the real time, because you have a basics knowledge of what we are going to teach you. Okay, so if I will compile, I will execute this code, because I change this also and I change this also, I commented this. You can think more how to make you know I think other way to minimize this minimal line of the code for using. Here we will read the data from Excel sheet, or we will read the data from XML file, or here you can read the data from database. So again, you should not do any hard coded while executing your script. Okay, you should not write any script. Sorry, hard coded thing here while executing your script. So slowly we will move in. When I will start your test ng, from the test ng we will see, and we will use this method also, this class, reusable class. Okay, I'm going to execute one more time, and what I can do here, you can close this. On the last, we can close this browser. I think here close browser, yeah, close browser is there, so we can close this browser or you can quit this browser. Okay, so no problem, just I'm going to execute, means whatever the changes we have done, it is working fine or not, right? So the people, many people are struggling what the people are doing in the real time. Same thing we are doing in the real time. But you have a practice. That's it. Okay. So we can do more and more practice. So you should not have any problem after getting the job, because the many people are struggling after getting the job because practice is not there. You will crack the interview 100%, because whatever I am teaching you, same question they will ask in the interview. Same question. 95% question is repeated. There is no new question. Same question, they will give you the different scenario. What will happen if I will do this? What will happen if I will do this? If you have a concept, we can give the answer, right? Okay, so this is your one example for handling the dynamic frame. So some of the scenario they will give you on this dynamic frame also. So this is the code I will send you. Okay, so I did not write this code, I have used, hard coded everything here, right? I did not make on the base class, but I will send you that. Okay, so here, so I have written in the notes for loop iterate for all the frame in the web page. If it print 1, if our required frame, then it was found else or return 0. Means if the value is 0, means there is no frame available on the web page. That's why I have written size not equal to 0. If size not equal to 0, means there is no frame. Sorry, frame is there, right? Okay, some of the concept is there in the interview. They will give you this type of the scenario and they will ask you how to handle nested frame. So let's assume that there are two frames, one frame, other frame, like shown in the below. Actually, that diagram, how I am, let's find uh, that diagram is there or not. Okay, so pick, okay, this notes the people who learn first time from me, that notes is there. Let's see. I did not make this diagram on properly. Okay, so I can show you little bit. So what I am going to tell you, you are able to understand. So this is, having this inner frame and outer frame. Okay, so this scenario they will give you. Okay, this is your inner frame and this is your outer frame. So if you will go in the HTML doc, it looks like this. I can show you. Yeah. So this is one frame, and this is the another frame. This is the one frame,